Solid black. What a cutie. Oh, it's a buck. Oh, come on. You're going to be my first solid black doe. Baby. Well, it is now the next morning, Saturday, because I forgot to film anything else after those kids were born. So I guess I'll show you them quick. They are both bucks. I saw that black one coming out. I'm like, oh, it has to be a doe, because I've wanted to sell a black doe for years. And it's not. But Rosa did really well and everything went really good, so could be happy about that, huh, Rosa? Physically, Peppa is doing really well, but mentally she is just wired and anxious and can't eat, walks around yelling. I mean, so does Bluebell. She got her kids taken away too, but it's different. She's just freaked out, or not freaked out, but I don't know, extremely upset. So she's losing weight because she's not eating. So I'm trying to get her to calm down, so I've been giving her vitamin B. I'm gonna give her some herbs today too that are supposed to help. Just gotta get her to calm down so she'll eat. Do that. That tastes too bad. As you can see, she's just extremely agitated and I can't get her to settle down. She was even worse last night when I finally realized there's gotta be something going on here. Because when she's out in the pen, you know, yeah, they run around, they're looking for their kids, but it's really in here you can see the difference. This is crazy. Poor girl. She's just not happy about something. I mean, you saw how quietly Bluebell stood there. Hey! What are you doing? Who do you think you are? Well, I guess you like something. Guess I'll hold this. I only saw 2 on Eclipse, and she tricked me last year when she was so big and only had 2, so she's probably only having 2. But we can hope, right? She's pretty big. Maybe there's 3 in there this year. So she's due on the 15th in like 10 days. Today's the 6th, so 9 days, I guess. So I'll probably just keep running this vlog until she has her kids, so I have more material to put into it. Well, it is now Saturday the 13th, and Eclipse is still pretending like she's not due for another 3 weeks, so I was able to sell Rosa's $2 yesterday, so I just have Bluebell's 2 does left to raise, and I just sell the bucks pretty much as fast as I can. If I don't have them reserved before they're born, or if I don't plan on keeping them myself, I just get them out the door as fast as I can as unregistered, you know, pack goats or whatever they're gonna do with them. I was gonna show you how good Pippa is doing now, and I attribute it to those herbs I gave her, but actually not entirely, because she had such a complete turnaround. I don't know if I trust herbs that much. I don't know if I trust anything that much. I'm kind of thinking it was coincidence, but she just flipped a switch the day after I gave her those herbs. Or even that night, actually, and I just figured that was because I brought Eclipse in here at the same time, but apparently it wasn't, because it's been staying around. But I forgot, and I already milked her, so maybe I'll shoot a clip some other time before Eclipse kids. Hi, Pippa. So she's eating her grain pretty good. As good as they ever eat this grain. All of them kind of complain about it, because it's kind of loose and dusty. But it's $5 to $8 a bag cheaper, so they don't get a choice. So I was going to show you how she's doing so much better, and now of course she comes in a little more agitated tonight than normal. And I haven't let her move around the milk room since that one time, so she'll probably put on the same show as last time just to show that she's not calmed down one speck. And I hid the milk up there, she ain't getting it this time. Yeah, you're gonna show me how you're a lot calmer? I thought you might act exactly the same. You're gonna act exactly the same. Okay. Gotta love animals, they always make a liar out of you. I promise she's doing better. Even if she makes it appear like I'm lying. You're doing better. You're eating. Yeah, that's much better. You're calmer. Sometimes. Dumb animals. Get out. Get out of my sight. Shoo. Goodbye. Shoo. Get lost. Hi, Benny. You a good girl? You're scared Bluebell's gonna hammer you, huh? Go away. You're done. You made a spectacle of me and yourself. Shoo! I don't like talking in the morning. Still before 7 o'clock. That should be illegal. I came out here to check on Eclipse. She finally started bagging up last night, and now she's pretty full. Her ligaments haven't done anything, but we haven't gone a ton by that in a few years now. At first we were like dead set on it, and especially this year I've had several. Well, I shouldn't say several. We've had 3, but Pippa and Rosa had already gotten to be a chatty Cathy like she's being right now, and went into labor and their ligaments were still there, so I'm not real into that anymore like I used to be. Like, there's still plenty there. So here's her udder, and this can just vary with dough, so you can't really go by look, unless you know the dough. But it's really full and hard. And that won't always happen either, but in her case it has, so I would say she's ready to go. Finally gonna give up your babies, Eclipse? Are they gonna be triplet does? That'd be really nice. We have a baby. Don't know how to point yet. A buck. But that's not the problem. I'm not feeling very great about this right now at all. She had another dead kid. I thought we were over this last year, and then when Pippa did it, you know, just a fluke thing, but it's not a fluke. There's something going on. So she had this was the first one born, which is something to be thankful for, because if he wasn't, he would probably be dead like Pippa's. So she had that one. And then immediately following, there's a nasty brown sack. Brown-filled sack. I'm like, oh dear. But Bluebell had this too. I call it dead kid discharge. After she had her 2 kids, she had a bunch of nasty brown stuff come out. And there wasn't another kid, alive or dead. But that's not normal. So when I saw this with Eclipse, I'm like, oh dear. And then as 40 minutes go by and she still hasn't had another kid. And I know she's got another kid because we saw it on ultrasound. Sometimes we're not accurate with our ultrasounds, but I knew on her. So she was having these like little contractions, but she wasn't having hard contractions and she wasn't pushing. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, I decided I would collect a sample of that nasty brown fluid just to see if there was a way I could test it and see what that was, because that's not normal. So I have some milk test tubes in the milk room. I rinsed the preservative out of it and I came and I popped that bubble and I caught a whole tube full of stuff and capped it and brought it in the milk room. And she wasn't having that second kid. So a lot of times when they do this, like with what Pippa did, where she wouldn't progress, and now with her, where she's not, I'll change this again, where she just wasn't hardly contracting, just a little bit, just enough to know that there was something else in there, but that was it. A lot of times that's, the kid is positioned wrong. So I dug in there for the kid and it was positioned wrong in that it was still really, really deep, which I thought was kind of strange. But also its front legs were back, it just had its head. So I pulled the front legs forward, pulled it out. It was a little bit of a difficult thing, but in the meantime, I had run my hand over its face, just kind of an accident, and I felt a big old indent where its eye is supposed to be. And that means it's dead. Their eyes are sunken, they're dead. So I knew it was dead already. So that's kind of why I pulled it out and threw it to the side and reached back in to see if there was another one. I knew it was dead, so yeah, so it was dead. I'm not happy. Yeah, I have to admit a little bit of it is just a disappointment that she didn't have a doe, because she's my best doe and she always has does. But that's just be kind of greedy, She's had 6 does and 1 buck before this, so twin bucks, whatever. But this dead kid, it's not a joke. It's not funny anymore. Never was funny, but I wasn't too worried about it. It was just kind of like, whatever, just let it run its course. No, there's something going on. So this buck is doing really, really well. And can't see him, went and hid. And I plan on keeping him to breed to a couple of my does, Bluebell and her offspring. I've wanted for a long time to mix Eclipse's lines. It's milking time. Don't worry about them. I've wanted for a long time to mix Eclipse's lines with Bluebell's, because I like both of them. I like different things about both of them. I was interrupted by my sister Brittany coming in, and I'm still not comfortable filming around people, so I shut it off. But anyway, I was saying, I've wanted for a long time to cross Bluebell's lines with Eclipse's, because I like certain parts about both of them, and some of their weak spots are the other one's strong spots. So I think they would cross really well. So I'm going to be sending that kid in for testing. I was supposed to find the afterbirth too, but there's a little piece of an afterbirth here, but I don't know which kid it is. And she has some more stuff hanging, including a small bubble of that nasty brown stuff still, so I'm thinking that one's afterbirth is still in her. I don't really know, so I'll bag up this kid, and if I find afterbirth, looks like it says in the morning, I'll put it in with it. So I guess I'll keep you updated on what I talk to the vet tomorrow and what they recommend as far as testing and what the test results show. And when the next one's kid, which won't be for a while, so I might add another vlog in between of just goat stuff, including talking over my test results if I have them by then. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.